Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer and part 13 of this year's Grassroots to Goal Boots, starting with Rochdale AFC. And in today's episode, well, we have the third round of the FA Cup against Norwich City away from home. I think a bumper crowd of 28,000, it may earn us a bit of dosh. I don't think we'll win it, but a little bit of cash here and there always helps the bank balance. But before we get all FA Cup excited, we have some shenanigans to talk about. Let's have a look what's been going on. So this new tactic seems to be producing one or two clean sheets now. Not that many, but one or two. So the first one we got against Sutton, a 1-0 win in that one at home. It was quite a tight game, that one, and a 76-minute winner from Kendra Simmons. And then we played Morecambe away from home, narrow 2-1 win in that one, and then a late Norwich at home, a 2-0 win in that one, so a clean sheet, very, very nice. And then we played Northampton away from home. Northampton are, we're jockeying with them at the moment for second, third place. That was a very, very big game, and it was 2-2. Let's just have a look, shall we? So the game kicks off here, and Kenlock there puts the ball in the back of the net. We're 1-0 ahead. Okay, they get a penalty. It's 1-1. It's at their place. I would have taken a draw. But then we get this nice little move here. Sinclair down this side. Passes the ball in the middle. Simmons there. It's 2-1. I'm going absolutely berserk thinking, great, we've got the 3 points. Please tell me what this is all about. So Graham there passes the ball to their centre forward, who just politely says, thanks very much, and bashes the ball in the back of the net for a 2-2. Shenanigans or what? Even more in the Cheltenham game. We did win it 3-2 eventually, but let's just have a quick look at that one. So a little bit of meat on the bones in this one. We were second, they were rock bottom, and their form had been absolutely abysmal. We're 1-0 up. As you've seen, Cheggers there, shot into the back of the net, and it's 2-0. But then, they hadn't had a shot on target. We'd had something like 15 shots, 6 on target. They'd not had one single shot on target. And in the 61st minute, it's 2-2. Shenanigans or what? In the end, sanity prevailed and we did actually get the winning goal. So somebody somewhere must have said, you know what, this is shenanigans just a little bit too far. We won it 3-2 eventually. And today we have those two games, the third round of the FA Cup, Norwich away from home, and then we have a home game against Tranmere in the league. Hopefully that Norwich game will earn us a little bit of money. If we just have a quick look at the finances, just under $500,000 in the bank now, so finances are dropping like a stone. I still have my transfer budget, I still have my wage budget. FFP dictates I can't really use any of it, so I think I'm doing really, really well. The board think I'm absolutely, well, the best thing since sliced bread. And it's not surprising because we're in second place at the moment, and shock horror, we've actually caught up with NK Dons. They've had 1 or 2 dodgy results lately. So 27 games played and we are only 1 point now behind MK Dons. Gillingham and Bradford are playing catch up, 5 points and 7 points respectively behind us. So yes, the third round of the FA Cup, I would have liked a nice away time, a tie against maybe Arsenal or Manchester United. You know, somebody with a big ground, big crowd. We've got Norwich, 27,000. It could have been double that with one of the big Premier League teams. Norwich are top of the Championship at the moment, looking for promotion into that Premier League. I think we best get stuck into this game. I don't hold too many hopes out, but, well, you never know. And if all else fails, we'll make a bit of dosh. Well, welcome along to Carrow Road, and David Wagner is the manager at Norwich at the moment, and doing a very nice job as well. Top of the league, like I say, looking for promotion to the Premier League. This is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, I think. So we have one or two injuries again today. Bennett is out injured again. This is about the 6th time this season. I have to tell you, I put him on the transfer market. We are looking at an offer for him at the moment and possibly bringing another winger in. I don't know. The FFP thing is really, really difficult, and well, I'm not quite sure how that one's going to go. But anyway, so that's a tale for future. The team is Thomas in goal, back four of Nevitt, Bolongo, Graham and John. We have 2 DMs in today of Gilligan and Diallo. Rodney and Cheggers out on the wing. Hilton is the attacking midfielder behind Sinclair. So I've just told the players that I have faith in them, and you know, could we actually cause an upset? But all the pressure's on them, so no pressure today. And I was just going to say then that I guess we're going to see a lot of highlights of us giving the ball away. Pass it left, pass it left. Sinclair has actually picked the ball up, can he? He certainly can, and that is 1-0. And the officials there are saying, yep, that's absolutely fine. So we've broken away there in under 5 minutes, and we're 1-0 ahead. I thought we'd given possession away in the middle of the park, but we actually did well to recover the ball. Very, very nearly gave it away again there, but Sinclair, nice little chip over the keeper. 1-0 ahead against Norwich. Can we do the 4th round and maybe get that big away tie? I mean, a 60,000 capacity stadium would bring us in quite a lot of money. Anyway, let's see how this game goes. So just on the half-hour mark before we get the next highlight, Norwich do have the ball now. So we've actually kept them at bay quite nicely for 30 minutes, and we do have and that's nice again from Nevitt. This tactic does seem to see players just stepping forward, nicking the ball, and even against what potentially could. Yes, 2-0. 2-0. Second bite of the cherry there for Cheggers. We're 2-0 up at Norwich. This is just a minute while I pinch myself. Yep, it's really happening. It's really happening. Yes, this tactic, as we saw in the games that we had last time on camera, this tactic really sees players working hard and stepping forward, nicking the ball in midfield or in defence, and then bursting away on the counter-attack. It really does seem to be working. But I'm guessing that Norwich are not going to lie down in this one. You know, they're. I mean, to be fair. He's not given a penalty, has he? What's he given there? He has given a penalty. Big game penalty again. Oh my word, when is this going to end? Sends the keeper the wrong way. It's back to 2-1. I was just going to say that the crowd is very, very, very disappointing. I'll be surprised if it's half full, which financially is not great. It's just coming up to half time now. Thomas with a big hoof out, and that ball is picked up by the Norwich defender, headed towards Zollis. Zollis is going down that left hand side. He's got 2 players on him, but he's pulled somebody out of position there, and then just the space that's made, he just passes it back into it. And that's in the back of the net, and it's now 2-2. So how quickly a game of football can change. So the half-time whistle is here. You're doing well. Keep working hard until full time. But Norwich have played really well there in those last 10-15 minutes. And they've really pulled the game out of the fire. So we do have 1 or 2 tired players up front. We're getting 2 games a week at the moment. And even though my squad depth is really good, I am struggling with it a bit. But then we are getting quite a lot of injuries. I think we're going to see this into the second half now. Not going to make any changes, and let's just get the game underway. 5 minutes into the second half, and Norwich get a corner, which we're struggling to clear, and that just skims the top of the crossbar. And inevitably now it's all Norwich. Norwich now piling the pressure on. That's in the back of the net. That seemed to me like Thomas made a little bit of an error. Oh, actually, it's been called offside. The goal's been chalked off. So a little bit of possession for us. Oh, well, maybe not, actually. Cheggers there just stood there and gave the ball away. And the ball swung into the penalty area and headed over. 3 changes all up front. Having to play players out of position here a little bit because, like I say, injuries and whatnot. The winger situation, when I was playing the wing play, we had wingers, but they were forever injured. So that's why I've come off the wing play system. We still have wingers on, but we're playing more counter-attacking now. So Francois has gone out on the left to replace Rodney, who was tired. McDermott has come on for Hilton, and Simmons up front. So we're going to play him as an advance forward, I think, and just see if we can nick a winner in this game. But something tells me that probably isn't going to happen. Back with a corner from Norwich. The ball is headed out there nicely. And you know how much I hate playing against teams who have an injured player, because that injured player normally works miracles. And he's run right across the pitch virtually there with no challenge whatsoever. So he's hobbling around and nobody thought, you know what, that'll be an easy nick. No. 78 minutes, last 2 changes. Kelly has come on, he's not fit. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I am struggling now for bodies. So Kelly's come on, switch wings with Francois, and Morehouse has come on as the ball-winning midfield player. In fact, I think I'm going to change those 2 over. So about 10 minutes of the game left, and we do come back again to a ball right over the top there for Norwich. They've got a player on the right-hand side there who's totally unmarked, and this injured player is running through the middle, and our keeper makes a terrific save. Poku now is going to take the corner. And it comes in, low whipped into the near post. They still have possession. Kamara now, ball out to this side. Small, who is completely unmarked. But John there, the right fullback, actually stands his ground, pinches the ball and puts it out for a throw. And it looks like we may be going into, I'm not sure if is it extra time or is it straight into penalties. That's saying full time, so it looks like we've got ourselves a replay. And we do indeed have ourselves a replay. So we're going to have made some money out of that, and we'll make some money. I think we'll have a full house at the Crown Oil Arena for that one. So that's quite nice, actually. And I've just noticed there one of the score lines. Arsenal 8, Preston 1. We could do with that Arsenal game if we get through into the 4th round. And that's put about 200,000 into the bank balance, which is quite nice and is exactly what I wanted to see. Shame it wasn't 500,000 with one of the big teams, but you can't have everything, can you? Okay, back to the bread and butter now. League game against Tranmere. It's at home. Let's go and see if we can get the 3 points out of this one. And just before the game kicks off, I think we're going to call this episode Shenanigans. So like I say, I'm trying to sell a very, very injury-prone Bennett. He's a very good player, but he's never available. He's always injured. So I thought, OK, let's try and move him on. A cut price, 60,000. And he's on £1,500 a week. And I can bring, hopefully, a player that's not injury-prone. But no, the board feel the club could get a lot more money for the player. Decided they will, therefore, look to cancel the proposed transfer to Walsall for 60,000. They feel that 220,000 would be the absolute minimum they could accept. That's about 100,000 over his value. Shenanigans? And, of course, now that escalates because Bennett is now complaining and asking why I priced him out of a move to Walsall. I think actually it was the board that priced you out of a move to Walsall, not me. So go and see my friend Simon. I'm guessing he probably won't speak to you. Okay, let's have a chat with him. So the only answer to his question seems to be that the finances weren't right. Okay, so I'm going to propose a fee to him now. So the fee that's come up, is this game broken or what? So the fee that's come up is 525,000. So he was priced out at 220, was it? And he wasn't happy with that. If I click confirm on 525,000 now, I can guarantee he'll be happy with that. This game is broken. Okay, so I'm going to drop that to 250,000, which should satisfy the board. If an offer comes in for that, then, you know, but it won't do because I don't think anybody will pay 250,000. And he's absolutely content now. This game is broken. And of course, Walsall have now withdrawn their offer. Of course they would do. Why would they pay 250,000 when they had an offer accepted at 60? I mean, this game is bonkers with bells on. And we will get into this game against Tranmere, I promise. Sheffield Wednesday now are in for our young kid Kelly, and he is going to be a superstar. He's valued up to 600,000. Sheffield Wednesday offering 115, which could rise to 145. I think I am going to reject that because if he comes back at me, then I'll just do what I've just done with Bennett, and hopefully it'll stick $500,000 on him, and then we won't have a problem. So finally, we get down to some football. The team for today is Thomas in goal, back four of Nevitt, Belongo, Graham and John. Diallo is a ball-winning midfield player. Francois comes in today as a Mazzala. Rodney and Cheggers on the wing. Hilton just behind. Sinclair up top. And 3 minutes on the clock. And the first highlight sees Tranmere with a free kick. So the news today is that MK Dons have dropped points. If we win this game today, we will go top. But of course, Tranmere are 8th, so they've got ambitions of their own. And it does seem to be all Tranmere at the moment. I think we are going to have to change tactics slightly, just to try and get... and we've given away a penalty there again for the second game in a row. We need our goalkeeper here to perform some heroics. We don't save too many penalties. And that's fired into the back of the net. Unstoppable shot. We're 1-0 down against Tranmere. So not ideal in a game that we really do need to win to get back to the top of the league. We're losing 1-0. We do get a corner here. Francois low towards the near post. And that's put back to Francois. Second bite of the cherry. Nevitt there. Belongo, Diallo. We're trying to pull them out of defence a little bit, but they're keeping a nice line there. Graham back to Diallo. Diallo is going to put it on the wing. Yes, he is. John there fires the ball in. And Sinclair, I think, was offside anyway, but puts it into Rosed. Rodney now with a long throw into the penalty area. Rodney passes back to John, who seems to be having quite a nice game on that right-hand side. But again, a pretty poor effort there on goal. Just before half-time, we get another chance here with a corner, and that's just headed over the bar. So I'm going to shout at them, what was that? Get your act together. I'm not quite sure there's too much I can do at the moment. Possibly bring Oscar Kelly on the left-hand side just to make a little bit of a change. I might actually make him an inside forward as well, and we'll put Nevitt on an attacking instruction. We need to go at Tranmere here. So the second half is well underway. We are having a lot of shots, but none of them are on target. And the second half is ticking away now. And the 3 points are drifting a little bit. Oscar Kelly into the back of the net. It's all right, fine. Everybody settle down. The flag's gone up, as it will do. The flag's gone up. No goal. We're still 1-0 down. 66 minutes, getting a little bit desperate now. 2 up top. Simmons has come on and McDermott has come on for Hilton. And we have 2 in the middle now and 2 up top, and we have gone long ball. And this game is slipping away from us now. There's very little time left to get a couple of goals in this game that we need. We don't even look like scoring at the moment. Simmons there, ball out to Kelly on that side, who has had the ball in the back of the net, but it was declared to be offside. And a very poor ball forward, and Tranmere have possession again. And not the greatest ball forward by Tranmere. The ball's hoofed again there. Can somebody get the foot on that ball? I mean, I know we're playing long ball. Simmons, can he? No, and that just goes wide of the post. It's going to be one of those days, I think. I did tell you this game, it should be called shenanigans. And we're now moving into 10 minutes now before the end of the game. Tranmere have the ball again. It would not surprise me if they just don't come forward. Clinical stuff, a ball in the back of the net, no offside, and we'll have lost 2-0. Simmons there. Actually, did he? And that has hit the crossbar and bounced over the line. And that is the equaliser. It's 1-1. I don't think this will send us to the top of the league, but a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel there. Simmons, I don't know whether that was a nice body swerve by him, or could be a nice body swerve by him, and he just evaded the central defender and puts the ball in the back of the net. We are going to give them one last shout now of demand more, and we're moving into 10 minutes before the end of the game. 3 minutes of time added on, and it is Tranmere with the ball. We need to make sure we nick this, go straight up the other end and put the ball in the back of the net. But it's looking at the moment like it could be 1-1, and we have conceded a goal again. 2 against Norwich, 1 against Tranmere. Those clean sheets are really evading us. Cheggers now with the ball, passes it up to Sinclair, who stayed up top. Can Sinclair get past his man? He puts the ball, what's a poor ball. I mean, we had the upper hand there. Come on, McDermott now with the ball. McDermott, can we do something? Ball forward, again into space, and it doesn't find the man. Sinclair, though, busts a gut to get in there. That could be a penalty. Cheggers has been taken out on the edge of the penalty area. It's a penalty in the dying seconds of the game. This is going to be Sinclair. We need him to beat the keeper with this shot. Please. Yes! 2-1! Come on! Come on! Top of the league, Rochdale! Come on! This is brilliant. What a way to come back. What a way to come back. And we've not played well, but champions always find a way. And is this going to run into full time? It is a 2-1 win. And let's have a quick look at the lead. Oh, and that's a bit of an anticlimax. MK Dons have played again, so we do have a game in hand now, but we are still second with 58 points. If we win our game in hand, we'll actually go top by 3 points. So MK Dons, let's have a quick look at what they've been doing. They must have really dropped off in recent weeks. Yeah, 3 draws there. They're dropping points left, right and centre. In fact, in the last, what's that? 3, 5, about 8 games, they've only won 3. So remember, to get promoted, I'd love to go up as champions. I still don't think that'll happen, but with the run that MK Dons have been on, who knows? Gillingham there now. I've also played that extra game. We are the only team who've only played 28 now, and we're 7 points ahead of Gillingham, and more importantly, we are 49. We're 9 points ahead of Bradford in that dreaded playoff spot, fourth spot in the league. If we can win our next game, it puts us in a really great position. So another 4-point episode there. We have a replay. Whoever wins the replay are away to Nottingham Forest. So I'm not getting that big tie that I want. I mean, a kind of consideration to all this is we need extra games at the moment, like a hole in the head. And this replay against Norwich, not ideal, because that week we actually had a week where we had a rest. Now we've got 2 games again in that week, so not ideal. Okay, I'm going to go and play a few games off camera as per usual, and we'll be back very, very shortly, because this is getting rather exciting. And that Tranmere game, well, I've no nails left. We'll see you next time.